Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's quite mild this morning, I have to say. I was quite surprised when I stepped outside Stephanie's this morning. I was like, oh, don't even need a coat today. Welcome to Live Shopping. My name's Mel. I'm going to be your host for this hour. We've got the lovely Corinne who's going to be demonstrating for you.
Morning.
There she is. We've got Sean on cameras.
Morning.
You're keeping your coat on, aren't you?
Yeah.
You lose it otherwise. And we've got Lewis in the driving seat. I laugh at that, but I lost a coat as well. I think somebody just skedaddled it out the studios, maybe. Not these studios, other studios. Anyway, welcome to Live Shopping. We're going to have a fabulous hour this hour. We're recapping some of the most popular card shapes. David's not here today, so it won't be a traditional Thrifty Thursday. However, we do have deals on our matte metallics from Cadence and these, which are on a clearance price, and you need these in your life. I'm going to start using these on my book nooks. I think they're fabulous. Right, let me tell you a little bit about Live Shopping, where you can find us and how to shop with us, because that's important, isn't it? You can watch us on YouTube, so if you prefer to put us on a bigger screen, you can do that. You can also watch and shop with us on Facebook, Instagram, and our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. So to shop on either of our socials, each product that we show you will have what we call a shop code. If you look on your screen in a minute, when Lewis puts some details up, you'll see the picture of the product, 2 words in bold, and then the detail underneath. And what you would type to buy that would be shop bundle, and that will put that particular item into a basket for you. Then it creates a direct message that has a link inside it. When you click that link, it will take you to our website where you can log into your account so you get your club member benefits and then check out those baskets, because the sooner you do, the sooner our team can get that happy post to your front door. Now, if you prefer to shop with us directly on the website, you can also do that. You don't need shop codes for that. You can literally just select the items that you want to buy from the list that appears down the right hand side of your screen. That will put them into a little purple shopping bag at the top of your screen, and when you're ready to log in and check out, we're going to click on that bag and that will take you through that process. Now, if you are brand new to us here at Highlight Crafts, welcome. We craft live for you 6 days a week. We also put a lot of repeats out when we're not live, and everybody is welcome to come and join us as long as you're kind, caring and creative, because that's what we're all about here at Highlight Crafts. But if you are new, please pop a comment underneath the video so we can give you a nice warm highlight welcome. But before you shop with us, please go on to highlightcrafts.com, open an account, make sure you put your date of birth in, because we send you something on your birthday and you don't want to miss out on that. And it automatically makes you a member of Club Highlight. It's free, there's no fees, so don't worry, we're not kind of tripping you into anything. But what it means is that you will never pay the price that you see on your screen. You'll always pay less because you get extra discount. You get 5 loyalty points back for every £1 that you spend, and on a basket spend over £35 or more after your discounts, we pay your postage. So that £2.95 could go towards one of the SVG downloads that we've got for you today, which is super, isn't it? Now, if you are watching us on Facebook, on Saturday morning, Corinne and Stephanie will be launching Tattered Lace's birthday event. So if you're watching on Facebook, type event into the comments underneath the video, and that will give us permission to send you a reminder and a link. I'm just working on the SVG bit, ready for Tuesday, and I'm printed it on vellum, and I'm using the piercing tool to cut it out. Ooh, it looks beautiful. Right, shall we say good morning to a few of you? We have got Christine with us this morning. Good morning. We've got Michelle. We've got Mrs. TB. I haven't forgotten. I'm just trying to work out what's happening this weekend. We've got Wendy. We've got Mrs. H999. We've got Alan with us this morning. Darren's arrived as well. Morning crafters, she says. We've got Alison with us. Veronica, Deborah, Wendy, Ria's with us. Sheila. We'd love to have you joining us this morning. Thank you ever so much. We've got Janet. We've got Karen, we've got Yvonne, Shell's with us, Emily, Lynn, Gail, good morning, Gillian, good morning, and Barbara Walton, good morning. All right, lovely. Right, I think I'm going to start with this, because this, I'm going to move these over here for a minute, get a lot of tape. This is a brilliant deal. Now, when we first went to Cadence, before David actually worked with us, which was interesting, I went with a group of women who were very, very used to mixed media. And I was a bit like, not sure about this because I didn't do messy. Yeah, I walked out of Cadence just a messy crafter. And I absolutely loved it. And we used some of these. Now, these are mouldings. So these are silicone. You can heat them and mould them. You can also cut them as well. So if you wanted that narrower for a particular project, you can cut them just with a pair of scissors. But they take the Cadence paint beautifully. Okay, so they were really expensive. That was the thing about it. It's just the way that they're manufactured, the fact that they're made in Turkey, the fact that we had to just buy, you know, a small quantity, made a difference to the price. But what we've done is knocked it right down. Now, I will be multiplying this. In fact, I am going to multiply this because I want to do them on some of the book nooks and paint them and make them look aged or tarnished or metallic, things like that. If you love your MDF boxes, these are going to look super. But I'll tell you what else would be nice on. You know, the really good quality boxes that we've been bringing you recently, the cardboard ones, these on those would look amazing. So imagine your box, you put your mouldings on, you then paint over everything with black gesso or black hybrid acrylic, whichever you prefer, and then just get a fan brush and just lightly dust with a metallic. That would look like a really expensive box. And then if you aquastoned it, it would look like a really expensive jewellery box. These are fabulous. Now, there's another thing that you can do with these. If you've got your mould making kit or grog clay, you can push these into that and then create your own moulds. So if, for example, you needed 12 of those for bedroom furniture, you could make those yourself then. And you could do them out of your resin cast, so that they would start with a very basic colour like these do, and then paint them up. I love these. They're really sturdy. You can mix and match them. You can put them in all different directions. So that could be a corner. I don't know whether you remember, we did, I can't remember what it was called, but we did a big download, a craft mart. No, it wasn't, Digital Craftorium, and we made big pieces. And there was one where it opened out and then opened out again, and you had all trays in it. And I did it in, I think it was Lady Vagabond, I think I did it in. It was beautiful. And then I added these on the front, but they were black, and then we put the metallic over the top. They looked sensational. Now, $17.99 before your discount is going to get you all of them. It's not a choice anymore. You're going to get all of them. But the fact that you can now make moulds from these, for me, is a game changer. That's why I'm going to buy them. I'm going to still use them once I've made my moulds, but this gives me the ability to keep working with that design, which I think is lovely. Right, so if you'd like these, shop bundle, it's down from $111.92. I know, when I said they were expensive, that's what I'm talking about. Down to $17.99 before your club discount. Then you'll get your points back, get that basket spend up to over £35 or under after your discounts, and we'll pay postage. So you'll save another $2.95 then. Please don't miss out on these. We're not restocking them. These are, I mean, look at this. Imagine that on the top of one of your boxes or your book nooks. How gorgeous is that? You could even have it wider if you wanted to and put one of these in between like that. And depending on the angle that you put them on, so I would cut that there so it butted up and it was nice and snug like that. And then you've got a whole piece that can go over a drawer, a wardrobe, anything like that. I think it's absolutely fabulous. Please don't miss out on them. But please leave me at least one set because I need them in my life. Right, shop bundle, $17.99. We'll get you those. Now then, oh lovely, David's having a day off. I know, very rude. Until I get him back tomorrow, I'll work him hard. I want to talk to you about these matte metallics from Cadence. Now, Cadence is a Turkish brand based in Istanbul. They are magicians, I think. They are alchemists, and they make everything from the labels to the bottles to the lids to the products, and they are really, really innovative. David, I would say, is probably the best, well, he is, there's no probably about it, the best person in this country to learn about Cadence, because he's been over there so many times. He absolutely knows the product inside out, And when we bring you deals like this, he's like, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't care. The customers are getting a really good deal. So you can get all 8 of the matte metallic. So these will give you that sheen, but they won't be sparkly like the Dora hybrids are. So you're going to get all 8 bottles for $27.96. Good grief. Half price. Even if you've got them, get them again at that price. They are 50ml bottles and you're going to get all 8. So let's have a look at the colours. You're going to get your cream. So this is a beautiful, rich, almost like a clotted cream colour. It's gorgeous. Then you've got your antique gold. Now you'll see there, can you see how there's a little bit of liquid in the top? That's just it splitting in transit. Now splitting doesn't mean it's like curdling, you know, like when you split a cake, don't mean that. It just means that you need to give it a really good shape. Look now. Look at that. And it'll have a bonding agent in that will bond it to the silicone. This is why I wanted them on the show today. You've also got your pink brown. I love the way they do the names. I think that's more of a copper, right? Like a shiny new penny. You're then going to get the silver. That's lovely, look at that. You're then going to get, I think this is my favourite, the blue. Look at that colour. It's like a really lovely French navy. Then you're also going to get your green gold. That's very similar to, what's the colour in hybrid? No, I can't remember. Mocha mousse, nice. And then you're also going to get your chestnut, which is a really rich, beautiful chocolate brown with a shot of bronze coming through it. So with the saving that you're making on this, you can treat yourself to these. And like I said, if you've already got them, get them again on that price. They're half price. So stock up when we bring you Cadence deals like this. Now, orders from Cadence to us usually take about 8 weeks. So when this is gone, it won't be back for a while. They may bring out new colours. They're all at Frankfurt at the moment, launching new products. So if you want these, please put them in your basket and check them out. Because when they're gone, I don't know when we're going to get them back in. But don't miss out on those, because they're super special. Now then, we also have cut and use foam. Now, this is quite a funny story. When we first went to Cadence, we got a massive circle of MDF that had all been routed into different sections, and we did different techniques on each one on the first day. I mean, it was full on, but it was brilliant. And in the evening, Stephanie said to me, what's your favourite product of today? And I went, that. She looked at me, she went, are you serious? I was like, yeah, because this foam is the best applicator you will ever use. It is superb. You get an A4 sheet. This is what I now use to retack my scan and cut mats with my stencil glue, because it doesn't draw the glue into the sponge. It holds it on the surface and it gives you a nice even coating, and it's washable. So after that, I can wash it and reuse that piece over and over and over again. It's wonderful for applying paint. On the other side of it, you've got this dense foam. Now you can heat this with a heat gun, push things into them like that. So press it in when it's really warm, and that then becomes a foam stamp. This is the joy of having products like this and this that you can use in conjunction with each other. This is the best $5.99. Is it $5.99, Lewis? Yeah. $5.99 you will spend today. So if you ever see me using this with the Sospeso napkin glue, I'll use this to apply it to the film. And then when I've put my rice paper on, I'll use this side to burnish it flat. It's a fabulous product. If you've never tried it, please try it, because it really is phenomenal. Shop foam, $5.99. Now we also have these, and I love these too. These are the kind of things that I would use with the mouldings, because you need to get into all those little crevices. You could also use your waxes on these after you've painted them and make them look really distressed, but these are super. Now, if you've ever bought these before, and they're not this brand, and they're cheap and the handles fall off, yeah, it doesn't happen with these. These are heat set into them, so they actually melt the foam to put the sticks in. It's from a reputable artist brand, Royal & Langnickel. We've been bringing you quite a lot of their products recently, and you're going to get 2 packs of 10. You've also got different sizes of them in here, which is really, really important. We'll put the details on the screen for you for those. 2 packs, so 20 in total. Shop.
Well, they're not set up yet.
Oh, they're not set up yet. Brilliant. Right. Are the makeup sponges set up? Right, okay, let's go down this counter then. Right, now then, so that's your cadency bit. This is your templates. Now, on a Monday at 9 o'clock, our lovely Corinne brings you a new card shape, and we do it in two different ways. We do it as a physical templates that you can buy, and this is what the templates look like. So you'll get them, and it says card back, score valley, so there's a V, it says valley. Score M will give you a mountain fold, and then at the bottom it tells you the name of that card shape, so you don't even need to index them, which is fabulous. You've also got all the pieces, so you'll get all the pieces that you need to create that card. And this one was this week's. Now in the scan and cut show on Tuesday, I showed you how to put apertures in the panels and make sure that they had an equal distance between them. So you can absolutely switch this up if you wanted to. You could have this, so it folds like that, and then you could double it up. So you could have a diamond there and then another diamond here if you wanted to switch that up. Because once you've got the templates, you've got them forever because they're tools, right? So this is your first one. Now then, if you would like that as SVG files, so you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, you can cut apertures in it, you can put any shape that you want on here because you've got all those shapes inside your machine, and they're resizable. The stencils themselves are shop stencil, $7.99. Shop diamond stencil. Thank you, Sean. Can't even read this morning. Shop, I know, too many words. Shop diamond stencil. We'll get you that one. If you would like it as an SVG, the TV's gone off. I need the code, please. Shop Diamond SVG $4.99. We're having a mud day today, Lewis, aren't we? Eh? We're having a proper day. That hasn't switched it on. You need to get up. We're doing well here, aren't we? I know. Welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. You see it warts and all, but that's what you like, right? And we have a lot of fun. Right, Shop Diamond SVG will get you that one for $4.99. Now, we also have the Hidden Folds card, and this is one that Corinne put forward to us. So it has that lovely wrap that goes around the front. And then when you open it up, you've got all of these little elements that you cut out separately. So you're the designer. You could have 2 of those in there. You could have 4 of those. You could have 6 of those. You can mix and match. But this is a lovely opportunity to get these either as templates or SVG files. These were the gilded lines from Tattered Lace, which would work beautifully with what's coming on Saturday. If you want Saturday's dies, you need to be quick because the dies for this sold out in an hour. I'm just giving you a heads up. So you'll get all the templates that you need, and that is Shop Hidden Stencil, $7.99. Better than working it all out yourself, isn't it? I know, right? If you would like the SVG for that, we've got that for you as well. So Shop Hidden SVG, we'll get you that one for $4.99. See, this is when you buy it. You know what? How much is your time worth? If you're happy to work for $4.99 an hour and then cut all those out, absolutely fabulous. If you want the machine to do all the boring bits, so you get to do all the fun bit, and you get mats and layers with them as well, $4.99. Now, our most popular one so far has been this, by far. This is from our lovely Kath, one of our design team members. How gorgeous is this? So she's decorated it all up. She's also used gold mirror card and a scoring tool. I actually used my stylus when I did it, my scan and cut and a ruler, and made it look like book pages. I'm tempted to do something similar like that with the book nook. Waiting for the MDF to arrive. I'm on 10 to hooks. Carl's going to go and pick it up tomorrow. So excited. This Shop Book Stencil, $7.99. I know, it's good, isn't it? If you want it as SVG files, guess what? It's $4.99. Shop Book SVG. Pop that one in your basket. Because what I want to do with this is have my book nook on my bookshelf and then have these all on either side of them. So everything on that shelf is crafted. I love that idea. And then if you manage to get hold of the Craftmaster book pages that we do, I think it's Vintage Roses you get those in, those book pages will go in here. So you could have your book that way, and when you open it up, you've got all your details in there as well, all your pages in there, which I think would look lovely. Shop Book SVG will get you the files for that one. Now this one, Card Makers Club Exploding Box SVG, you can get these as physical templates or you can get it as SVGs. Look at that, I love that little boy in there, look at him. Isn't that fabulous? There's a lot of stuff on Instagram at the moment of children who get puppies and they've no idea that they're coming. And in my head, he's going, we've got, his mum and dad have said, we've got a surprise for you. And he's there going, please let it be a puppy, please let it be a puppy, please let it be a puppy. And he opens his eyes and there it is. How lovely is that? It's great, isn't it? Right, if you want that one, that is Shop Box Stencil for the physical templates or Shop Box SVG if you want it as cutting files that you can scale up and smaller. And if you want to change the perforation lines to score lines, I've shown you how to do that before in one of the Tuesday shows. Now this one is super cool as well because this, you look at it and you go, yeah, how do I get that in an envelope? Easily. Watch, lift that up, lift that up. Just get that out of there, bear with, hold the line caller. And then everything will go flat like that and fold into your envelope. Shop Step SVG, $4.99 will get you that if you want it as SVG files. If you want Shop Step Stencil, that one will get you that for $7.99. Right, Corinne, which one would you like to do first?
I thought we'd do the
While
box
Corinne's
first.
doing that, I'm going to go over there and I'm just going to put some of that metallic on one of these because I want you to see what it can look like when it's actually painted up. So I'm still here. And we're going over there. So if I'm a bit quiet, I know I can hear you going, thank goodness for that. Over to Corinne to show you how to use the templates.
Perfect. Okay, so I thought I'd do the exploding box because we haven't done this for a long time. Now, one of the things that we have as a criteria when we put these together is that all of the stencils must fit on A4 cardstock because we know that's the cardstock you've most likely got. If you've got 12 by 12, so you want to start experimenting, then yeah, try your 12 by 12 and you can get a couple on them. But each individual stencil must fit on A4 cardstock because we don't want you to get these home and then go, you've not got the right cardstock and all the rest of it. So what you've got, as Mel's already said, we name each one and then we show you which ones are score lines and then which ones are cutting lines. These are all score lines on this one. So you've got everything that you need. So the first thing you want to do is pop it onto your cardstock. As I always say, I always use as many of the size of the cardstock as I can so that I don't have to cut it, you know, I can minimise my cuts. And then we just draw around it. So I've just got a pencil here. And this is extra thick, like mylar. So this is what you would normally get your embossing stencils in. It's not what you'd get your regular stencils in. That's better. You don't want it to be flimsy. You want it to hold its shape while you're drawing around it and hold. So it's absolutely perfect for that. Now, what I also wanted to point out, so that's going to give me my outline, and then you just want to pop in your score lines. It tells me it's a score line on there, so I know that's what I've got to do. So I just tend to do a dotted line on my score line. Which ones have I done? Oh, I can hear Mel. There you go. You can put that on there. I haven't done that one. Just putting those into there. I'm doing this in pencil, so all of these will rub out when I finish. Have I done them all? I think I have. And there you go. That's going to cut out absolutely perfectly. What I didn't mention is, for every card shape that you get, we're going to give you instructions. They will come on the order confirmation, and you'll be able to download those. So you're going to get pictorial, written, and then if you watch the shows, you've also got me verbalising how to make them. And then on when I launch them on a Monday, Mel then shows you on a Tuesday how to use the SVG ones as well. And she always spices it up a little bit, changes it up as well. Now, the other thing you're going to get as well is some downloads for your maps and layers. So what I would suggest is, like this one is 3 pages. Make sure you print them out not on back to back. Single-sided, that was the word I was looking for, single-sided. So you can do that. Now, quick tip, these ones are the same, you can see that. So once you've cut them out, you only actually need to cut one out. You just know you need to cut 4 out. You're going to get 2 sets of mats and layers with this. Other ones, there's maybe 3 mats and layers. It all varies. So with this one, you'd print it out twice. You cut 1 set out on the inside line, 1 set out on the outside line, and then there you go, that's your mats and layers. These ones look very simple mats and layers for your medium box, and then you've got your smallest box and also the box lid. So it's really, really easy. We're giving you everything that you want. Now, the other thing I would highly recommend that you get, and Mel will show you when we go back to counter, is your 5-in-1 trimmer. This is perfect if you are buying these stencils. This is going to allow you to cut them out with as much ease as possible. So I'm going to go on here. So 5-in-1, it's a trimmer. It's also a scoreboard on there. It's got a corner rounder on here, which is perfect. Now this is brilliant if you are doing this. I'll just show you on here. I haven't cut it all out, but what you can do is it's got a perforator and a wiggly line cutter. That was technical, wasn't it? Wiggly line cutter. So what you can do is you can put it into here. And I haven't actually cut that bit. I'll cut that in a minute. But I can then take this across there. And then that, so if I now grab my scissors and cut this bit out, and this bit out, I've now got my scoreboard, my score lines in there. Isn't that absolutely perfect? So you will just then finish trimming it out. Now, it's up to you. Do you like cutting with large scissors? Do you like cutting with small scissors? We all cut differently, don't we? I'm very much a large scissor girl. What are you, Mel?
Large scissors or trimmers. It depends what I'm cutting.
Yeah.
If I'm doing really detailed, I got to make UK Success ones, my little ones.
Yeah.
But if I'm, you know, cutting anything like rectangles, I do it on my trimmer or my scan and cut.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Oops. And then, you know, you can just cut out round here, round like that, all the way round, and that's going to cut that out like that, and then you just repeat. So I've got the score line in, I've got all my cut lines, and I'll show you how that looks. Looks so perfect. Where have they all gone? They're here. So you can see I've cut them all out. So I've got the large one, I've got the medium box, I've got the small box, and I've got the lid. Now I'm not going to do all the mats and layers today because I want to be able to try and do a couple of these for you. So all you would do then with these, I just wanted to show you this because I think the corners can be a little bit off-putting, but I want to show you how you are going to be able to just put these together with so much ease. There's one bit of construction with this really. Once you've done those score lines, then just pinch that one together, pinch that together, pinch that together like that, and that is then going to create your box. So those tuck in, and you don't need to worry, the next size box is being constructed to a size to make that work for you. And look, that's your first exploding box. Now at this point I would suggest you then put on your mats and layers because that's going to help you, and then we're going to do the next box. This one's even easier, look. On like that, and that's going to glue into there. Then your third box, again, do your mats and layers. It's up to you if you want to do mats and layers on both sides. It's your box. We're just giving you the elements so that you can take your crafting where you want to go. So then I've got the lid, and this is where all of the magic happens because once you put the lid on. Now I've just grabbed a little bit of the Dr. DIY tape. Now, when you buy the scoreboard, the cutter today, we're also going to give you the mat, the A3 mat, and the amazing tool. So it's got pokey tool. You're only going to get one handle, but the blade, and they're so easy to change. Just twist that. This bit comes open. and then the tool inside there changes. You're going to get blades, you're going to get poker tools, you're going to get embossing tools, you're going to get everything. So all I'm going to do is lift that off.
Right, while you're doing that, the tape Dr. Tape is absolutely phenomenal. I've used so many, or tried so many different tapes over the years, and there hasn't been a single one that I've stuck with because they just don't do the job that I want them to do. They're fiddly to get the backings off, the backing sticks to you, and you've got to have a piece of kitchen roll at the side of you. You can't remove it, it's thick, it adds bulk to the tabs like Corinne's doing now, so you see the glue. This is phenomenal. We do have a deep stock of this. We bought thousands of this because we understood the value of what we could bring to you. Now in each pack, you get a 1/4 inch roll, a 1/2 inch roll, and a 1 inch roll. It's a tissue tape, so it's super fine, but it's strong, but it's also removable. I know, it's a little bit of magic. You're also going to get 28 meters or 84 foot on each roll, not each pack, each roll, and you're going to get 30 rolls. This is the time where you buy that brown, you know, that brown envelope that comes through your door and you're like, I really don't want to pay for that, but I have to keep my house running. This is the craft version of that, but it's absolutely superb. If you run a craft group, I would buy that at that price, £1.80 a roll before you discount, and then sell it on at £4.99. Make yourself some money back to buy some more crafty stash. I cannot recommend that tape highly enough. It's even what I've used on my construction acetate to build the internal part of the book nooks. It's super. That looks lovely, Corinne.
They are really, really easy to put together. So I just wanted to show you how good that is. But it's about having the right tools. So you want your mat, you want your trimmer, you want your blades. Really, really easy to do.
Lovely. Right. Sean, let's come and have a look at this. The Zoosmos remind me of two people dancing or fighting. Okay. That's those ones. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, pull them up. Right, now then.
We do have the stipplers on the show.
We have the stipplers on the shows now. Yay! Let's talk about these because this is what I've just used. So I put the base coat on with the stipplers and then I went in and got in all the little crevices with the brushes. Now, shop double, $10.99 is going to get you 20 of those. They're washable. Seriously, David's got some that are literally falling apart. He's used them that much. These are fabulous and they're not what you're going to expect. If you can see there, you can, it's really difficult through plastic, isn't it? But there you can see where it's like it's been melted and the wooden handle has been pushed in. They're brilliant. How fabulous is that? Lorraine's asking when you get your book nook order. Is it Monday? Monday. Monday the 16th. Exciting, isn't it? Right, so I've taken one of those mouldings. Now these mouldings are silicone. You can cut them. So if you wanted to cut that piece away and have that separately or in a different area, you can do that. I've just done a couple of coats of that with that matte metallic and the blue. How beautiful is that? So you can see why it's a metallic, but it has that matte finish to it. Now, we've got a stunning deal for you on the paints. So half price, I know, it's not that long since we launched these, half price on your matte metallics. Even if you've got them, stock up on them because at this price, it's worth it, right? Right, so also Cadence are at Frankfurt at the moment. Getting orders out of them in the next few weeks is going to be hard because they're going to be so busy. It usually takes us 8 weeks from placing an order to it arriving here. So get them while we've got them because we're having a clear out. We're waiting for all the new products to come in. We'll still stock these, I think, but get them while we've got them on half price. Why would you not? It's like going to Tesco's and finding coffee on half price. You buy more than one, don't you? Exactly that. Right, all of that lot, shop neutrals, $27.96. We'll get you cream, antique gold, pink brown, which is like a copper. You're then going to get your silver. You get your beautiful blue, which is the blue that I've used. You then get your green gold. You get your mocha mousse, and you get your chestnut, which is that deep, rich brown. Now, the mouldings, saving on this is phenomenal. Literally phenomenal. You're going to get all of these plus this one. Put that there. You're going to get all of those for $17.99. Now these are incredibly expensive for us to buy. 10% of them now are allocated and in people's baskets. Think about these on your MDF. Think about them on top of boxes. Maybe you're going to use those boxes that we've been bringing you, those really good quality ones, and you're going to use it to put an album in that you've made, or a gift, something like that. At this price, you can afford to put these on top of the boxes as well, especially if it's a decorative element around your home or an extra special gift for somebody. I mean, good grief, that's going to look incredible. Put your aquastone over the top. Wow, right? It's going to look fab. You could line the inside with the rice paper as well if you wanted to. But the other cool thing about these mouldings is if you've got grog clay or you've got your make your own mould kit that we brought you a couple of times, you can then make moulds out of these. So you then have those forever. So if you wanted 20 of those for your bedroom or your kitchen or wherever, you could make your own. And that's the thing. So you could use your, words, Melanie, resin cast. There you go. Comes eventually. I just have to wait for the light bulb. I do a bit of like a, you know, when a computer spins. Yeah, that's my brain. You need that. Now then, I just want to show you this dry brushed with these so that you can see what they're going to look like when they've just got an extra little bit of the metallic on there. So I'm just going to use a fan brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of paint on my fan brush and just get it out, and then I'm going to take quite a lot of it off on kitchen roll. What I would normally do is have a piece of card at the side of me here, and then I would make it so that it actually I could use it afterwards. And I'm very, very lightly, it's almost like you're tickling, very, very lightly just bringing that paint over the top, and it will bring out all of that detail. It's absolutely exquisite. I love this product. It's always been just out of price range, I think, for a lot of people, but now it's absolutely not. So stock up while we've got them. We've got a decent stock, but I will be buying a couple of sets of these, because this is going to turn a piece of MDF into a piece of furniture. And I love that. It could be that you've just got really inexpensive boxes, but you use this. I mean, look at that, how it just brings out those highlights on there. It's absolutely exquisite. Look at that. From that, let me just bring this in. From that to that, night and day, isn't it? Right? Gorgeous, aren't they? I need to redo our bedroom because it's still got the furniture in that my mum and dad had in when we moved in 55 years ago. But it's proper wood furniture, so I don't want to get rid of it, but I need to modernise it a bit. Those, absolutely. Look at the difference in that. It's fabulous, isn't it? So that's with your matte metallics and with your mouldings. Right, I'm going to do a quick recap on the card shapes for you, and then we'll go back to Corinne for another demo. So, first of all, we have got the latest one. The diamond one gives you the actual templates for the card shape, even gives you a template for the mat. So if you haven't got dies, you've even got a template of a circle that you can cut out. You also get the little mechanism that enables you to put the shapes on here. It doesn't have to be a circle, it can be whatever shape you want it to be. I was thinking the other night we launched the Hearts in Bloom as SVGs. There is an extra small version of some of them, so you could use the matte layer as your base and then have your Heart in Bloom all decoupaged up on the front. Folds flat to go in an envelope, and then when you pop it up, it's almost like the bouquet of flowers comes forward. It's beautiful. This is a great one. So if you want it as a stencil, it's Shop Diamond Stencil, and it's $7.99. If you want it as an SVG, and I showed you how to take one of the matte layers and put apertures in and evenly space them in the, I want to say 8 o'clock show on last Tuesday just gone. So you can watch that back. But what a lovely card shape. This was from our lovely Kath, one of our design team members. So if you want that one, you can get Shop Diamond SVG or Shop Diamond Stencil. This was one that Corinne put forward, and this is where you can get designer-ish. So I did one like this where I put the little vases from the resin decals as SVGs on the bottom, and then filled it with the crocus, which was the flower of the month, and it looked lovely. And that was where the vase went, and this was where the flower heads ended, so it gave it the stability. But you could have 2 of those, you could have 6 of those, you could have 3 of those and 2 of those. It's entirely up to you, because they're all individual elements. They're not a traditional pop-up, so you're not limited by where the designers put those pop-ups. If you want that one, it's shop Hidden Stencils, $7.99, or shop Hidden SVG for $4.99. Favourite, love this one. Look at that book. It's beautiful, isn't it? Imagine gifting that to somebody and it's all decoupaged and built up inside. How magical is that? I love it. This is another one from our Cath. Shop Book Stencil will get you the physical templates for $7.99, or Shop Book SVG will get you the vectors for it, the SVGs. Now, Corinne's just shown you the exploding box. You can get that one as well. It's nice to have that heart corner in the middle. That's the bit that will save you the time, because I'm sure we've all made exploding boxes before, but to get those corners that are a shape of a heart that just fold in beautifully like that, it's not easy to do that. And it's not easy to do it even on a scan and cut, because you've got to weld a heart to a square. That's not easy to do because you need to overlap it. So this is a perfect one. Shop Box Stencil will get you that one for $7.99, or Shop Box SVG will get you that one for $4.99. And then your final one that we're bringing you today is this one. This is really clever because you can pop it up like that, and then it's got these two little lids at the top that go down at the bottom. If you wanted to put a base in those under here and have them as physical boxes, so you can put something in there, you could do, but you'd have to make a box to put it in. But that's all right, because we can do that. And then it all folds flat. Shop Step Stencil will get you that for $7.99, and Shop Step SVG will get you that for $4.99. Right, I need to talk to you before we go back to Corinne about this deal, because this is fabulous. You're going to get, it says a 5-in-1 trimmer. It's not though, is it? Because you've got a trimmer, and you've got feet on both sides, because on the other side you've got a scoreboard, so that's 2. You've then got in here, and I can never get these out because my nails are shocking, you've got a bone folder in here, or a scoring tool, and you've got an envelope and box maker. So that's 5 already, right? But then on the other side of it, you've also got this tool here that enables you to perforate or give you a wibbly wobbly line. So that's 7 in my head, and 8 is your corner rounder that you've got up there as well. So 5-in-1, absolutely not. 8-in-1, definitely. Now this is $49.99 normally on its own. You can get it individually at $29.99, but I'll get Lewis to bring the details up of the bundle that we've got. Shop Tool is going to get you that. Remember, that's worth $49.99 when it's not on a deal. So for £5 less than you would normally pay full price for the trimmer, you're going to get an A3 cutting mat, which has your card sizes on in inches and centimetres, has your diagonals on, it has your card shapes on here, it's gridded, it's got inches and centimetres. You're going to get A3. I use this just to protect my table. It's brilliant. And then you're going to get this tool, and this is not just a blade. So in here, you're going to get a pair of reverse tweezers, perfect for your Sospeso Trasparente. Then you're also going to get your knife, and this knife is fabulous because it's triangular, so it's ergonomic. It fits beautifully in your hand. You get 5 spare blades in here, but you also get 2 embossing tools, a very fine one and a slightly wider one. And then you also get 5 spare blades and a piercing tool, so you can interchange them all. And you're getting all of that for £5 less than you would normally pay for the trimmer when it's not on a deal, right? And it's something that you're going to use, and I have to say the blades on that craft knife are fabulous. Shop Tool, $44.99, then you'll get your club discount, then you'll get your points back. If your basket spend is still over £35 after those discounts, you're going to save another $2.95 because we're going to pay your postage for you. Right, so don't miss out on your paints because they're on a half price deal. Definitely don't miss out on your mouldings because you've got you've got over £90 of the saving on these. Get these. These are absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I mean, look at it. Stunning, isn't it? You would never know that that started life like that. Right, Corinne, back over to you, my love.
Right, I'll see how far we can get with this, but I thought, as Mel was saying, this was the most popular one, so I thought it'd be quite nice to at least start putting together some of the book. So I know you've just loved that. Now, what I wanted to show you on here is we've covered every angle. If you need more than one of an item, we even put it into the template or stencil. So this says cut 2 on there. Then on this score one, it says cut 2, as it does on there. Now, it then says cut 2 on this, which is the frame sides.
We have a question.
Yep.
What size envelopes do we need to make the card that you make from the card stencils?
They'll vary.
They will?
They'll vary
They
depending.
would all fit in an 8x8.
Yeah.
They would all fit in an 8x8, or you could make your envelope on your scoreboard.
Yeah.
But yes, I think I would say 5x7 for some, 8x8 for others.
Yeah.
That answers your question. And then Wendy S says, just received my Dr. Tape and it's fantastic.
There you go.
Best buy of this week. So easy to use, but so very strong. Buy this, crafters. She's put. There you go. That's not us saying it.
No.
That's one of you guys at home saying it. Thank you for that, Wendy.
Perfect. Back to this. So if it doesn't say cut 2 or 3 or whatever the number is, you know it's just the one that you cut. So this one, the curved spine, there's no cut multiples, so you know you're only going to be cutting one. It's all on the instructions anyway. Now I've cut this out and I'm going to put this together. So you've got all of your instructions. This one runs on to 2 pages because it's a little bit more involved. But I've cut everything that I needed. So I've cut 2 of the book covers, because that's what it says I needed to do. I've cut 2 of the spines. I've cut 1 of the frame. I've cut 2 of the sides. 2 of, what do they call those ones? The frame ends, that's the right. And I've also cut 1 of the curved spine covers as well. So there we go. Mel,
yes.
We forgot to tell everyone, I forgot to share my exciting news yesterday.
Then that's why I didn't do it, because it's your exciting news.
We got carried away. I've got a secret, and it's not going to be very secret for very long.
Just tell them now.
So, yeah, I'm going to tell them.
Come on, they're all going,
So
what is it?
on Monday, I've got the privilege, and I'm really excited about this, of launching a new club. It's going to be my club. It's going to be my
our
club.
club. It's going to be our club.
It's going to be our club, but it's
There
going
you
to
go.
be. It's going to be filmed by me, and I'm so excited. It's going to be all things papercraft. So it's going to be paper crafting with Corinne. So there you go. And it launches on Monday. And the first of the 3 videos that I'm going to do is going to be in March. So we're going to put together some ideas. And I had a big chat with Diane yesterday. And if there's some ideas, then drop it into our email address, our customer service email address. If there is a really particular paper technique that you are really, really thinking, I need some help with that. I can't guarantee I'm going to be able to cover them all, but it might give me some ideas that I might be able to incorporate within the projects that I'm going to put together. So that's going to launch on Monday with the first 3 chapters, so to speak, launching in, being ready for you at the beginning of March.
Lovely.
So I'm really excited about that.
Just a word on my club as well, not to take it away from Corinne at all, but mine will be done by the end of next week. I've got to design it, and it's been a mad, bonkers, manic week this week. So it will be absolutely be done, but it'll probably be the end of next week. And I'm really sorry, I do apologise, but we're up to our eyes in it. Dave has had a couple of days off, Corinne's off tomorrow. So we're up against it, but it will absolutely be done for you by the end of next week. I just need to recap this foam for you as well, because it's super busy. You cut and use foam, get it into your basket, get your baskets checked out, $5.99, the best thing to apply your paint with. It is fabulous. Right, sorry, Corinne, over to you.
So all I've done is I've attached the 2 book covers using 1 of the spines. Now I've used my glue and I've just bent it to where I need it to be so that I can buff everything up. So that's going to create my book. So you then have 2 of these sides. So where's my second one? There it is. It's so easy to do. And you've got all the score lines. So I just wanted to show you how easy this is. So you just, with the stencil, where's my stencil? So I've just drawn around my stencil. I've used the score lines because it tells me it's a score line. And you just fold these all in the same direction. You don't have to worry about which direction to fold them in. Then I'm going to grab a little bit of glue. Again, you could be using your tape if you want to, but perhaps you want to just do it with the glue. So I put a little bit on there. Just spread that around, just perfectly like that. Then I'm going to lay it down. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this one over, and it matches perfectly. I'm not holding it up in the air, trying to get that angle right. I just fold it over, just burnish that, just warming that glue with my finger, and that's the perfect tube. And I've got 2 of those. So I'm just going to put those to one side. It's quite handy to do that now so that they can just be curing. So I'm going to get my book ends, and again, I'm just going to fold those over. But then the decoration is fun. And I'll tell you another little secret. I've got a new My Craft Studio launching this afternoon. Well, midday, 12 o'clock, I think that's right. All about textures. And it's the first textures My Craft Studio for a couple of years, if not 3. So this would be brilliant for things like the outside of your books, the outside of your boxes. So all I'm doing is just putting that one on the top there, look, equally spacing it, and then the next one down at the bottom. So yeah, so if you want to see that, then come back. Well, you're going to be here all day, aren't you? But please make sure you're with us. Get your lunch ready and sit back and enjoy your lunch while I show you the fantastic My Craft Studio at midday. So over the edge of the page, just pop that there, and then, oh, that didn't look very even, did it? There we go. Just adjust that. Make sure it's in the right place evenly. There we are. Right, so we put that bit on first so that then when we get these, they can then be captured. Look at that. It fits perfectly. Can you see? Score line there, and it just fits. It just works. Now, I would be doing things like, so that's the side with the join on. So I'm going to put that score side down. So again, a little bit of glue or your tape, whichever way works for you, and then I'm going to pop that just to the edge, just there, line that one up, and then burnish it down. I love that you can fold it flat, so it's going to make sticking it together so much easier. Just use your finger to burnish that, and you can even go that way if it helps. So I'm going to find my join, that side, put a little bit of glue on. But yeah, when I got asked this week to create a club that I hope you're going to join me on, it would be lovely to have your company on the club so that I'm not at least talking to myself all the time. Yeah, that would be brilliant. I would be so excited to have you join me on that. So again, I just turn that one up just so that I know it's in the right place, burnish it down, fold it over, and burnish it again. I will be burnishing it whether I've got tape or glue, because the DIY Dr. Tape is brilliant. You can change it around, but if you once you burnish it, it's going to hold really firm. So then we just need to pop the ends on. So again, I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on there, and here, and here. Again, your tape is going to work perfectly for this. Now, this is where the rigidity comes in. It's now going to hold nice and tightly. So I can just put that on together and hold that. Again, if you want to do your tape, it's going to be instant, but just put that on.
Lexi says she's looking forward to your club, Karen.
Oh, good, thank you. Well, at least I know I've got one person joining me. I'm sure it's going to be really, really busy, but yes, that's going to be so much fun. And
right, you've got about a minute, Karen.
Okay, I'm going to put that one on. But then what I wanted to just show you is once we then put this frame on, look, and hold that there, all your joinings are going to be held together. Now, officially, this piece stays loose, but I've seen lots where that has been glued on to there, and that looks really good. So you just open it, sorry, that like that. And I just want to show you quickly the curved spine. I have put my DIY Dr. Tape on because I need it to grab. And all I would do here is use my lovely little tool, and I'm going to pop that onto here. And then that one goes, I just wanted to show you how to do that. Put that up to the line there. Take this side off. And again, it's the detail, isn't it? All we're going to do is fold Oh, I should have just given that a bit of a bend. I forgot to do that in my excitement. Just give that a little bit of a curve. Then we're bringing that one over, close it round, and then that will grab, trying to do it quickly, press that to there. There we are. And that will then grab onto there. And that, and again, all the workings are hidden so that that can then fit on the outside. There we go, on the outside, just like that. And you've got the curved spine.
Say bye, Karen.
Bye.